Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. I wanted to do a video response to Lupa Moon because she made a tag. It's the Be Kind tag. I have my laptop open to look at the questions, and I also made notes, so I'll be looking at that too. The first question is, what can you do to empower others? I looked at this at a holistic standpoint. I am a herbalist, and I'll be a master herbalist in the summer when I finish my degree in herbal studies. So for me, empowering people, for them to research and be excited about their health is important to me. Having them to have stuff that's accessible for them. So I like doing videos, and I like talking about things that are, again, accessible for them, like common herbs that could be used as preventative treatment, that could help with a condition. It's during this time, herbalists are educating, but they don't prescribe anything. They can sell products, but there's a bit of law to that. So I really want to do as much as I can by educating people about certain herbs, about CAM treatments, which is complementary alternative treatments, and it's an umbrella term that has a list of different treatments that you can go through, like Tai Chi or yoga, reflexology, and herbs too. So there's the Eastern and Western herbs generally, Ayurvedic, traditional Chinese medicine, and I really want people to feel excited when they look at their health. So the second question is, name someone on YouTube who has inspired you. I have a list of people. I'm sorry. So I wanted to mention Lupa Moon, Allie, because she's new to me, but I feel like I did look at some of her videos before this, and I love her personality. I think she's great. And the first thing that she even said to me was a compliment about my tarot deck. So I'm really appreciative of that. So I want to mention two people or three people that have been watching me for a while, a couple of years, when my first channel, which is now my reading channel, was my original channel, and then I made this one. So I am She, Cynthia, and Mary Bow, and Mary Freya Blue Moon. Those are some of the earliest people that I connected to. Cynthia from I Am She mainly does arts and crafts, but she does have an interest in witchy things, and she has shown tarot decks on her channel. Mary Bow is a great friend of mine. We talk, we have a friendship, and we have gone through stuff together too, not in a way where we struggled together, but we have talked to each other about things that we go through in life. And Mary from Freya Blue Moon, she doesn't have videos up, but I do have a friendship with her too. And what stuck out to me the most is that we don't have the strongest relationship, but I did have a hiatus for a while in the past, and it was so nice of her to contact me and ask if I was okay. So, Mary, the name Mary is important to me in general because I've had strong relationships with people named Mary. My grade school best friend was Mary, and we occasionally keep in touch, but even I don't have her number. I've never had her number written down or anything, but it's the only number that I've kept throughout the years in my head. It's just straightforward. I know her number. And a newer person that's also Mary is Mary Grace. And I love her channel. I love her personality. I think our personalities go well together. And I do agree with her when she says that Lavender Moon, which is Amber, and her, there's a close connection. I feel like we can connect a lot, especially because we're generally from the Northeast and or experienced a lot of our lives in the Northeast. And when I was in South Jersey, because I was born in Philly, but I was raised in South Jersey in New England, there's a lot of Irish and Italians. My first job was actually at a pizza shop, and it was run by Italian immigrants. So I do feel like I have a connection there. And with Amber, she really does feel like home too, because I love her accent. She just has that personality that seems so familiar to me. I think she's really funny too. She makes me laugh, and then she laughs at her jokes. Also, these are two other people that I watched since the beginning when I started my other YouTube channel. It's Kasia from Terra Map, even before she was Terra Map, because she had a Polish YouTube name. It was very Polish for me. I don't remember it, but it was a fun one that I thought it was so unique. And Ethany, before getting into Ethany, Kasia does amazing videos. I love her perspective on tarot. I love how she reads. It seems like she really has a deep understanding, and there's a lot of going into the psyche, and it just seems such a strength to her. And she makes wands, which I really love the way that they look. They're amazing. The videos that she makes are informative, and she definitely gives me other perspectives when I'm reading tarot. So Ethany, she is one of the well-known teachers on YouTube and even outside of YouTube. She just packs a punch when she's reading. I feel like it's the Gemini in her too. And I actually got I've been reading for over 9 years, and she's been one of my inspirations that I got my tarot certification from her. So she's very special to me. And there are a couple of tarot readers that are in my tarot deck, and she's inspired by my High Priestess card. There's also Ember Honeyraven and Joey Morris. I put them together because they're also followers of the Morgan. I do watch a couple of videos, but those two stand out to me. Joey Morris has so much content about the Morgan, and Amber Honeyraven, she's so fun to watch. She has the personality that is just really joyful, and She doesn't do all tarot videos, and neither does Joey, but I figured I'd put them in here too. That was my list. Oh, and this one person doesn't do videos, but she comments on my channel, and I really appreciate it because she always has a kind thing to say. It's Chrissy Cosmos. Sorry. The next question is, name two channels that make you happy. All of the channels that I mentioned make me happy. I love seeing Mary Bo's channel because she's a close friend and it's a way of catching up with her too. I like to hear what she's doing, and even with Mary Grace and Lavender Moon I feel similarly too. I like to watch Ember Honey Raven as well because she just exudes like happiness and confidence in her path. And it's interesting, especially watching the followers and the Daughters of the Morgan, that they go through a lot of difficulties in life, but they power through it, and then they have such an amazing experience. I feel like I've gone through that too, because Morgan really takes you on a journey. And she doesn't really go easy on you. She makes you do a lot of stuff on your own, but she follows you on the way, and she brings you to just such a intense, amazing experience. It's like a tower card experience. Oh yeah, I wore my cape for this video too. I didn't want to knit it because it would take too long. Even this, it took a while, and it took a couple of skeins of yarn. Number 4. What card depicts kindness to you? So I have a couple of cards, I'm sorry. The main one is the Temperance card from my deck, which is a therapist that works at the VA, and the VA is Veteran Affairs. I have talked, my husband and I have talked to her a couple of times, and she's so uplifting and friendly, and she really cares about the people that she talks to, and in general, it can be difficult. Well, I feel like everyone goes through stuff, especially in cases where it's traumatic and veterans have to go through day-to-day life and going back into society after what they've been through. So I chose her as my Temperance card, and it's like she's extracting or cutting ties to the emotional trauma or trying to work it out. And she does have a bit of a warrior stance, and with the antlers and giving inner wisdom and also communicating and receiving it too. She does have growth in them as well, because even she grows from the experiences. And also a swan really depicts temperance for me. I chose 2 other decks to talk about depicting kindness, because one's an oracle. It's the Dream Goddess Oracle. This is what I feel like the state that you may be in if you receive kindness or are kind. And it does seem like a peaceful card. And I also pulled out cards from the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. And I love that Mary Grace used this as well with her choosing her card. And this just gives examples of kindness, the ones that I chose, and there's a couple, so I'll just go through them quickly. The Four of Cups, accepting differences and accepting other people who are different. And that goes a bit with the Lover's card too, that loving people unconditionally. And then the Six of Cups, it looks like she's lending a hand. And with the water, in case you want to talk about something or have something that resurfaces, and to be able to work it out. The Queen of Swords is one of my favorites because it looks like she's been through stuff. Like, with her face, she looks tired, she looks worn out. But even when you do go through stuff, it's important to be kind when you're feeling a little rough. And kindness in the Ten of Wands and being responsible. It's a young child, and also to be able to show kindness and to teach kindness by showing an example. And you see that he's young, but he still has responsibility too, and he's wearing his stripes. Kindness in the Two of Swords, being able to trust and to be calm. The Strength card, kindness can be strength, which is what I wrote down too. And I do feel like kindness all around, from all walks of life. And with the Life Renewed, the Judgment card, taking care of others that are different and nurturing. Kindness in respect of communication. King of Pentacles, kindness by showing others kindness. Like, it looks like he just gave her the best compliment, and she's like, yeah, I know. Kindness in the Fool, kindness in still being naive in a way where if you go through life and life can make you bitter, but you can still be kind. Like looking at the butterfly, and maybe it's an old friend, like, hi, I know you. Not forgetting. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, exuding kindness, kindness within self, and making yourself happy. I have 4 more. Sorry, it was long. Three of Swords. Kindness when knowing that something is hurting you. Three of Cups exudes kindness in general. Kindness in community. Kindness can be in here, but it could also not be in here. You know, when you're in a group of people and there could be inauthenticity, and other people could be talking about you behind your back or saying things that maybe aren't the kindest thing. So it's important when you're in a community to be kind. Ace of Swords, kindness, being patient, which I remember Allie saying. And Three of Wands, which is interesting because I did write down kindness, being kind, but you don't need to expect anything in return, because with the Three of Wands, you work towards something and you get something, but it could be karmic value too. And there's a sense of community and family in here. And really no expectation with needing to have everything, but still being content. So, what does kindness mean to you? I wrote, kindness is strength and respect. Kindness can bring peace when feeling turmoil. Kindness is authentic. It's expecting nothing in return. And when I say expecting nothing in return, I have a little bit of a spiel. So it doesn't have to do with finances in a way that I'm saying this, but I used to be, I'm a licensed bartender, and before I was a barista waitress, I hosted a bit, so I've done a lot of work in the kitchen, food preparation, but those three main ones, it's, especially when you're dealing with other people, especially that you don't really know, and when you're a barista and you have the morning shift, and you don't, people just want their coffee sometimes. They're not really the nicest, but you don't really know what's going on behind closed doors. And similarly to bartending too, and waitressing, aside from earning money, it's important to just, if you receive something mean, or just to let it roll off your back, because sometimes it could be brutal being in the food service and even retail too. Because I feel like retail and food service are the two types of jobs that you usually get when you're younger. Because I remember sometimes I would get like the roughest replies, and I I felt sad at times when I would do it, but overall the experience was really nice, and you just have to power through it, and you meet the most unique people, and you get to build your own character. So that was my video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry I pulled out so many cards, but I thought that it was just a fun tag to do. So thank you guys, and I'll see you in another video.